thought which is running into my mind is that there are challenges right ahead of me to whom I have to accomplish, because to be an observer is just one single step which we have taken now. The distance which we have to cover in future is far. We have to learn about all the weapons, sensors, how they operate. We have to learn each and everything about submarine ships. We have to be an expertise on all those things. So I'm thinking about those things, that there's a miles to go. Yes, in our observer school we are mentally trained to take any challenges. So yes, we are mentally trained to accompany all the tasks which will come through our ways. Yes, definitely challenges would be there, but Navy has prepared us in such a way that whatever challenges will come through our ways, we'll be able to accomplish them. So yes, we are mentally and physically prepared for that. Yes, we are thrilled, we are excited. I'll say we are not nervous, because Indian Navy gives you that confidence that in any situation you'll not feel nervous. You'll feel, yes, what should we do next? So we are prepared in such a manner. So yes, we are thrilled that we'll be doing. We are the first who will be on helicopters as an observers. So definitely it's a moment of pride and thrilling experience would be there. Specifically in Navy, I would like to say that we have never faced any gender discrimination in Navy. Whether we were first of all been trained in the Indian Naval Academy, where the training for the male counterparts and the women cadets, they were same. There is no differentiation in that. If they are running, we are also running. If they are swimming, we are also swimming. There is same mental pressure, there is same physical pressure. Now that was the first step. Now when we came to the observer school, we have 60 hours of flying, including night sorties and the simulator flying. Our instructors, our OIC CIs have never discriminated us that you are a lady of women officers, you are a male officer, nothing like that. We are an officer, we are a soldier, we have been treated in the same manner. See, I would not say it is late, but the most important thing in life, that changes are there. That matters. Sometimes things depends on time and space. It is just a matter of time and space. It is not late. The things have come. Today we had made history, and tomorrow you'll see there are other women officers sitting here. You'll be interviewing them for more greater than these opportunities which will come through the ways. See, challenges are there. From my childhood, challenges were there, because my father is a civilian. To make them understand that I want to join the armed forces, being the first one, it took a lot of time. It took almost 2 years to make my parents understand that I want that. To make them understand what Indian Armed Forces are providing you. Because at the end of the day, parents are one who always ensure about the safety of their child. But if every parents will think in that manner, then there would be no one who will be serving for the nation. There will be no one who will be going to the borders. So yes, it took me 2 years to make my parents understand that I want to join Indian Armed Forces. Then in the Navy, to make them understand that I want to be in a stream of observer, it took time, because it is a challenging situation. So yes, but we have overcome it, and my parents now, they are very happy for the decision I have taken, because I am doing something great for the country and will be inspiring the new generation to join the Indian Navy.
What is your childhood dream?
It was not my childhood dream. It is with time which I came to know. It is with time that I realizes that what actually I have to do. When I was in my school days, that time my friends were there, so I got motivated from them. But in 2015, one incident happened that actually made me think that actually what I have to do in life. Lieutenant Kiran Shekhawat was there. She got martyred in 2015 in the Dawn Air crash. So I was just browsing on my Google that time, and I saw that news. So that thought came into my mind that women officers are doing that much for the country. I'm sitting here in my room easily, so I should do something great for the country. So therefore that incident motivated me to join the Indian Navy, and then I applied for it, and specifically to the observer cadre, because Lieutenant Kiran Shekhawat was also observer. So following her footstep, I'm here. See, airborne tacticians are observers who are not pilot first of all. They are something who have the tactical controls of the radars, sonar, ESMs, then torpedoes, depth charges, all the weapon system, they are under their control. So they, if some, for example, if some submarine is there, so the job of them is to find whether it is friendly or it is neutral or it is enemy. then they'll lock onto the target. If it is enemy, they'll fire. So all the tactical missions, and for this, it is a job of the observer, apart from the general navigation of the aircraft. My wish is that this responsibility has been given to us by the Indian Navy. I wish that I fulfill and will take the responsibility and will not let the Indian Navy down in any of the ways, and will do the task with utmost sincerity and loyalty.
Whom you thank for this?
I'm first of all thankful to my all the instructors, all my course mates, our OIC, ICI, my family, friends, course mate, my everyone, my teachers, because of whom it is the day I'm sitting here. They are actually responsible for that. They have trained me, whether I'm at home, my parents have trained me, whether in my school, my teachers have trained me. In due course of time, my instructors, in sorties, there were time when we are not able to understand few of the things. It is our instructors who have put on their souls to make us understand that, yes, so that at the end of the day, all of them are at the same line. So I'm glad that we got such an instructors, that today we got wings, and we are really proud for that.
We are very proud to be sitting here. Yesterday, after completing almost 60 plus hours in flying, we were finally saw the day that we got to wear these wings. The Navy has worked really hard on us. Observer School in Southern Naval Command, Kochi, is a really dedicated school, courtesy which we're sitting here today. And we are doing something new which has never been done before. Being a part of history is not an opportunity that everybody gets, so I'm feeling really proud of myself and the Navy as a whole. My family, I think, is happier than us. Family, friends, our instructors, mentors are probably more excited than us. That's how we are realizing that what a great thing we have done. At first, we didn't realize that what we have done is something that unique, but seeing everybody's reaction, seeing the kind of blessings that we are getting, seeing the kind of how happy and excited people are for us, that's what's making it sink in that yes, we have finally achieved something in life. When we apply for the Navy, our initial step, we go for something called the Services Selection Board, where every time there are hardly, let's say, 5 or 6 seats for which more than 300 women come there. Finally, after clearing our SSB, we go for medicals, which are even tougher than that. In the observer branch, there was place for about 4 people. Both the seats were free for both men and women, but we did that well that all 4 seats were taken away by women. So it is a very competitive stream, or a very competitive arm to join, but somebody who has that kind of determination that no, I have to do it and I have to get through it, should apply and can get through it easily. Before this, we were college graduates. Only after we joined Indian Naval Academy in Erimala have we become naval officers. The Navy is the reason that we're sitting here today. What we have done is probably not as much the Navy has worked on us. The kind of exposure they give us, the kind of academics that we have. At such a young age, we've sat for 65 hours in an aircraft, and it is only courtesy the Navy that we are sitting here today. The reason I did BTech was, in fact, that even before doing graduation, I had this plan that I have to get into the armed forces. Doing BTech is one of the ways that we can get into the armed forces. That was the primary reason I did BTech. So BTech is helpful in joining the armed forces, because some of the channels through which we can join, the qualification required is a BTech. So that is the reason I did BTech. I think we have been trained enough. Whatever challenges will come our way, I think we will take it bang on. The Navy is working on us every day. We are learning something new every day. There will definitely be challenges. At the end of the day, we are talking about a warship over here, but I think we are very excited, and we are not getting bogged down by the fact that there are going to be challenges. We are looking forward, in fact, to facing challenges over there, and I think that whatever challenge comes our way, we will take it bang on. So basically, in the Indian Navy, on most of our fixed wing and rotary wing aircrafts, along with the pilot, we have something called an observer. So observer, other than the fact that he assists the pilot in navigating the aircraft, does a lot more, because all of the weapon control, the tactical control in the aircraft, and all the sensors on the aircraft, that is the basic radar on the aircraft, the ESM on the aircraft, everything will be in my control tomorrow when I go sit in that helicopter. So homing onto a target, designating that who is our enemy, who is our friend, deciding who we will fire a weapon on, deciding when that moment is that I will launch a torpedo, everything tomorrow will be in my hands. So basically this is something that the observer in the Indian Navy does. That is not something that we can specifically, whenever the Navy wants us to be on board, we'll be on board. Maybe in a year's time you should see us serving on board. There is a little time for that now. My message to anybody who would like to join the armed forces is, no job at such a young age will give you the kind of opportunity that we are going to have tomorrow. Whose office space is in a helicopter? Nobody's office space is in a helicopter. So if you want to do something exciting with your life, if you want to live a different life, if you want to serve your nation with pride, I think the Indian Navy is the right choice. So if you are at a point in life where you need to decide what you want to do, and I think the Indian Navy, you shouldn't look anywhere beyond the Indian Navy. Wishes yet to be fulfilled, yes. Now that we have accomplished this, now we are looking forward to our next target. So yes, we are, every day is, we want to do something new, something different. After this, we will be trained on whichever helicopter the Navy gives us. So my next wish would be to get trained on that helicopter properly, so that we are good operational air crew.